Heyo everybody, Haku here once again. It's waifu time, I guess. Time to talk about Monster Musume no Iru Nichijou, chapter 51. Now, this one I actually really enjoyed. I thought we had I don't know. I thought it was more character scenes and plot, which, odd to say, very often, since it's an ecchi comedy. It's what it is. And there was a little bit less ecchi in comedy. There has been lately in general. And a bit more plot and focus on developing Poppy more as a character, which I've liked because out of all the girls in the Kimihito household, I suppose currently, Poppy was one that was really underdeveloped for me. Basically, the only character trait I could really ever remember about her was bird brain, and then I was like, oh, and she has a nice ass. But I like that we're getting a little bit more of Poppy here. Even if those traits have sort of remained the same, I feel like we as readers can know a little bit more about the character. That and holy shit, Curie's character design without the cloak on. Hello. I did not know that she was secretly a besto all along. But either way, I have some just notes, talking points, whatever, to go through this part by part. At the beginning we have the cover, of course, and I really like the cover. I like when Okayado does these, because he's done it a few times before, like I said in the live reaction, where it's sort of just the character art and the simple white background, and I thought it looked really nice here. I think that his character arc is one of my favorite for mangaka in general. There are different mangaka where I like different aspects of their art, but for Okayado, just the way he draws characters is really interesting for me. Not just, oh, they're big boobed women or anything, but like, seriously, the way he does body shapes and structures is really interesting to me. So I do think he is my favorite mangaka when it comes to just character design. But Poppy sees the crazy vampire mode Cutie flying away and goes after her. But she has to borrow some night vision goggles from the cute L-chans so that she can fly off after her and follow her to this abandoned church, which of course seems like a very vampire-esque setting to do this in. Then we get our first look at Curie's design, and 10 out of 10. Curie's, it sounds so weird to say her feet. But yeah, I really like the foot design, and I'm not even a foot kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? I like the wings too. Her arms look so freaking cool, the way they're like really long and skinny. She is quite the skinny waifu. Man, and I really, again, I cannot think of ways that aren't weird to say these things. The wing flaps, that like the way they go all the way down her side is really cool, and man, just sexy wing flaps. Why can't I think of a non-weird way to say this? Also, I like the way her face looks in those panels. The panels on that page, I don't know, it's a different look than when she has the straight bangs and the, when she's in her normal demure form or whatever. So it's interesting to me how just that difference in facial expression makes Cutie way more a besto. But yeah, also we see from the following dialogue that her daddy issues and self-hate are quite strong indeed. And we just then really settle that pretty quickly with a really feelsy and nice, and funny as well when she's talking about getting all the other girls' names wrong. A really nice speech from Poppy that I really liked. It was pretty feelsy. I thought Okayado did pretty good with the writing on that one. Then we see that the ghost of her father tries to take her over for a little chompy time with Poppy. But she bites herself and sort of resists it. We find out that her dad wants to create a resurgence of vampirism in non-humans because, of course, their bodies are more powerful. But this, to me, makes me think, does that mean Curie is technically a bat person, but she has vampirism? Because that would mean anybody can get vampirism, humans can get it, so is she a bat person with it? Vampires don't necessarily have to be bat people. So it makes it a little bit more, it makes the line a little more blurred as to what her actual species is technically. Then we see Lala reaps Curie's father's soul and goes into hiding as Mia, Mero, and Seria show up. And they were like, oh, so the ghost was the dangerous species. Kyuri is good. She's a good girl. Then we find out Kurus the whole time was off cooking for Kyuri, and like she thought she had made him into some sort of vampire thrall when she was vampire triggered, because she's like, who in the world, after being kidnapped and all this, would help their captor? So then we find out that he does still have blood loss from the Bloodsucker Trio, who I really hope show up some more. I hope Okiato... I really want to have names to call them by other than just Leech, Leech, Mosquito, and Lamprey. If only the language barrier wasn't there, I would just tweet at Okiato and ask him, but I don't know Japanese enough for that. You know, I might figure out a way to try to ask, but I really want to know if those characters are going to show up some more, because I really hope they do. I enjoy the Bloodsucker Trio, especially Skito-chan. Skito-chan quickly became a quite highly ranked waifu in my eyes from this series. So then next up we see that Miro's mom had bought her the new wheelchair, so all the other girls want to go back to the place and shop. And Sue finds what seems to be another slime in some sort of tank, and I'm wondering if it's going to be like how we had the mom chapters for the first three girls, if it's going to be kind of, and we had Miro's mom show up as well, if it's going to be kind of a situation like that where she's maybe not necessarily Sue's mom, but she's like a queen slime or something, like Quest from the Manmusu Online game was. In which case, even if it's Quest in like specific, even if Okiato decided to put her in the manga proper, that would make for a pretty interesting chapter next time around. Also, there seems to be some sort of April and May, or May and June. There seems to be some sort of hiatus that's going to be going on, but since the translation doesn't come out exactly when the chapter comes out usually, I'm not sure how that'll affect us. Just know that there's going to be a hiatus somewhere. So yeah, chapter as a whole, to talk about that, I thought it was a really fun chapter. We got more character story-based stuff and a little bit less ecchi, a little bit less comedy, which is the way things have been going for the past maybe even close to 10 chapters or so, and I kind of like the way it's going. I feel like Okiato's done good work at it, at giving us that comedy and that the ecchi scenes here and there, but adding a little bit more character stuff into it. I think a good balance helps it a lot. Also, Kyuri's design here, completely awesome. I really, really love it. And I guess that's it, isn't it? I didn't really think of a score earlier, so I'm gonna kind of think of one on the spot this time, but I'm not sure. I really did like this one, but then again, it wasn't like amazing, crazy, one of the best chapters we've had either. So I'm saying maybe 8 or 8.5. I'll give it an 8. That seems fair enough. 8 sexy veiny wing flaps out of 10. So weird. 8 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did like it. Comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this this month's, the most recent chapter, the one that this is the review of, and what you thought of my thoughts on it and all that as well. Subscribe for more Manmusu, ton of other things on the channel, just a very, very large amount of other things. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff with the channel as best I can. And I'll let you guys know if I get an update. What I'm planning to do, I hate to just burst up in some random person's DMs like that, but I'm actually planning to see if I could message the translator guy, because he seems like a really cool guy. He messaged me once, or DM'd me once when I was talking about wanting the Pult shirt, and I still do, but I still haven't ordered one. I still want to order one though. I like the one design they used for the OAV, and in the I like the original just simple Sports Club Kobo, but I like the design that Okiato used for the OVA and for when we saw Pult during this expo. So I think that's the one I'm going to get first, or I might just go ahead and grab both. Who cares? But yeah, either way, rambling on, I might just ask him, like, yo, you finna ask Okiato this for me, or you finna tell me how to say this so that I can ask him. I hate to just talk to somebody just to ask them to do something for me? That seems so fucking scummy. But screw it. I'm good. Why not try? If we can get confirmation on a name for Skeeto-chan, do it for her. Just makes me think of the do it for her memes. But do it for her. Do it for Skeeto-chan. That's it. I'll give you an update, like I said, if I find out anything. But either way, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.